Hi, this is Kate Foster.
And Katie Liebert, reporting for the Lobby Observer.
Today we'll be sending out to Emily Brook as she interviews Mrs. Brown, a longtime teacher at WHS.
Mrs. Brown is a Lennox teacher at the high school and has been a favorite to all students.
Sadly, Mrs. Brown will be leaving us at the end of January as she retires to further her life journey.
Miss Elmer will be the new health teacher and we look forward to seeing her around the school.
Let's send it out to Emily to hear what Mrs. Brown has to say to this and get more information on what she plans to do after leaving Westboro.
Thank you, Kate and Katie. This is Emily Brock reporting for the Lobby Observer, and I'm here with Mrs. Brown, a Westboro High School health teacher. Mrs. Brown, how long have you been teaching here?
I've been teaching here since the fall of 1987, so I think if my math's right, it's around 32 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to teach health?
Well, you know what? I initially prepared as a physical education instructor, and my first job wasn't here in Westboro, it was in another school district, and it was a health/PE job, and so I went and did more education in the health end of things, and I found I really liked it.
Wow.
So eventually, being here, I ended up, the classes got bigger, and eventually they needed a full-time health, and so I decided I would go with that.
So what do you think the most memorable things during your experience have been here?
It would be hard to pick one particular thing. There's been a lot of funny things that have happened, a lot of interesting things, crazy things. It would be hard to pick out one thing. This is a fun place to work. There's a lot of really good people in this building. It's a great community to be in, so I've enjoyed my time here.
So
sure.
If you could describe it in one word, how do you think you would describe it?
Working here?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it in one word. There's no way. Really, it would be 1,000 words. I mean, there's times it's frustrating, times it's energetic, times it's crazy, times it's funny, times it's really meaningful and brings joy to your life. And there's no one word because everything changes from moment to moment. You got to be flexible and things change. It's not always the same. And that's one thing I love about the job. It's a different job every single day.
That's great.
Yeah.
So do you think that there were any challenges while working here for you?
Oh, sure. I mean, really, probably one of the biggest challenges right now are the changing demographics. Really, even in the past 10 years, as teachers, we have more demands. We have students with greater needs, mentally and emotionally. We have kids coming in with language difficulties, and there's more and more kids with challenges sitting in front of us. And so there's more workload, but there's no extra time to get all that done. So really it seems like it's getting more and more difficult because of the demographics. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges right now in education is trying to deal with that effectively.
Do you feel like all of these experiences have shaped who you are today?
Oh, absolutely. There's no way I could be in a place 32 years and not have had that shape me. I've grown as an individual. I've lived my life here in this building. I had my kids came through here. I've lived my life here. In counting out the years, at least more than half my life, I've spent right in this building.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So originally, why did you decide to go into education in the first place?
Well, I always liked the medical end of things, and I thought about a career in medicine, and I was dissuaded, so I let somebody dissuade me from that, and so I've always liked education. I've always liked the activities and the physical education end of things. I've liked being active and doing things, and so it just led me down the natural path. It just really did, and I've enjoyed teaching many different things. I've taught science, I taught health, phys ed, and a few other things along the way. So it's been interesting and challenging along the way.
So we do know that you're retiring. So what do you think that your number one thing that you're going to miss is going to be?
The number one thing I'm going to miss are all the wonderful kids here. The kids here are great. One of the things when I moved to this school, I was looking for my ideal job. and I found it. I went from a place where really it was structured different, things were different, and it wasn't as enjoyable. When I walked through the door here, it was just this was the place. And I've never looked back. The kids have always been respectful. You don't have to work at that part of it. Kids walk in the door, they're respectful. They don't give you a hard time. They're here to learn. And you know what? You're young adults, and you've got such minds, and you have such great things to say and contribute, that I love working with this level. For me, that's where it's been at.
That's so great, yeah. So what do you think the first thing you're going to do after retirement is going to be?
Sleep.
No.
That's my first thing. Sleep, catch up on the sleep. I get about a month of that, and then I don't know, I have some decluttering to do. I'm gonna go through and get rid of some things and then maybe go somewhere where there's some sunshine. Do a little bit of traveling. So
are you
I'm
more
looking forward
of
to
like
that.
a fan of like warm weather? So has it been hard living in New England this whole time?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Other than the days of slip sliding in here with the snow, and thank goodness for four-wheel drive vehicles, because that's helped quite a bit. But I don't mind the weather so much, but I do like the sunshine a little bit, and my husband likes it north, and I like it south, so we'll be going all in between.
So when you weren't teaching, what was your favorite thing to do during the summers?
Well, I worked as an EMT in my younger years, and I loved that. I learned a lot about life doing that job, and I just learned so much. And I've used a lot of what I've learned as a foundation for teaching health. Just a lot of things about decision making and where life decisions bring you and things like that. So that was, I thought it was fun. I got a paycheck. It was hard work. There were days where it was really hard work. But I loved that job. I did.
It's interesting that you were able to like relate your summer job to how you were teaching here. That's really special for you to be able to do that.
Yeah, I was lucky. I mean, I was able to pick up some part-time money doing something I enjoyed. It fit right into my life up until when I had kids, and then that had to go.
Yeah.
Time management wise, I knew, okay, it's time to stop that.
So thank you so much for talking to me today. I know that you will be sincerely missed here, and you've shaped a lot of students' lives.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You know what? I have enjoyed being here, and I will miss the kids more than anything, and I'll miss the faculty as well. This whole community, the parents, in the conversation with the parents and other teachers, and it's just such a supportive community. It's been a great place to work. I've been lucky.
Congratulations on your
Thank you.
retirement. Yeah. This is Emily Bruck signing off of the Lobby Observer.